So, ladies and gentlemen, let's watch how money killed YouTube, and then we'll watch the Ackman situation as a side effect. I think that's a really good idea. So here we go.
Call me crazy, but I've been feeling this huge cultural shift happening. It's been like on the tip of my tongue.
I agree.
But I've just been feeling it happening.
I agree.
And I'm kind of obsessed with it.
So
one in the chat if you're agreeing. Oh
format?
no, Megalol.
Yeah,
What is this
people
content?
still want. They want to understand life.
True. Let's go, Casey.
Tell them a story,
Chat,
right?
Casey Neistat understands YouTube better than YouTube. One in the chat. Literally, it's sad, but it's the
Gosh,
truth.
So much of YouTube feels so
It's
stale.
crazy. Yes.
Many times
Yes.
do we repeat the same
Spitting.
shit on these
Yes.
platforms?
And look who's popping up. Mr. Beast. Get called out, dude.
Dale,
Let's
something
go.
has got to change. We're
Yes.
all bored of it. I'm sorry. I feel like everyone's bored.
Yes. Oh my gosh. It's so true. Can you turn it up a bit? Yeah, I got you. How's that track? Good? It's so true, dude.
Okay,
see
so I think it's
This
safe
is my
to say
homie Ryan,
that a lot
dude.
of
Shout out to
people are
Ryan.
getting bored of today's endless cycle of content. It's
I
like we all
agree.
know that something needs to change, yet absolutely nobody has a clear answer. Only that this cannot be the end. And
True. Chat, if YouTube ends with David Dobrik, then there's a problem.
I fully agree with
There's a
Emma,
problem.
that with the collective dread and desire for
It's
something
so
different, we're
bad,
right
bro.
on the edge of a giant cultural shift in our society, where the
I
era
agree.
of money and spectacle will come to a fast halt, replaced by something almost entirely different.
Interesting.
I know it's a bold statement, but let me explain.
What do you think it's gonna be?
What to do on these platforms anymore?
Money killed
Everything's
YouTube.
already been
True.
done so many times.
True.
We filled the
Yes, this is true.
giant Lego structure.
Nice, you love me, chat. I do love you. Hearts in the chat. We do not love YouTube.
So
L's
what
in the chat for
is
YouTube.
next?
So bad. So bad, man.
Okay,
see
so I actually think that this cultural shift isn't just going to change social media, but a whole other multi-billion-dollar industry. And to explain, I have to tell
Entertainment?
you the story of two very different worlds: the fashion industry and Casey Neistat.
Huh? What's
I know
going
it's
on?
strange. Just bear with me.
What's going on?
So this story starts in the 90s.
Okay.
My parents just met. The World Wide Web was
What's going
introduced
on?
to the world,
They be fucking with the WWWs.
and high fashion looked like this.
Chat, can I just say the fashion industry has got to be the biggest L known to man. Like, it is actually such a disease. It really is. Look at this, man.
The scene was very white.
What is
Sealed
this?
tight and gate
Looks like my Elden Ring character, man.
Socialites of the 20th century.
Oh my gosh.
So powerful. It's like having sex, you know, kissing me.
Back in the
What's going on here?
90s, fashion was still very much an industry
Question
for
mark?
women,
Huh?
enjoyed only by those that had the exclusive network to obtain the finest garments. The fact was that if you weren't in their club,
I mean,
the best you
really.
could do was watch from afar. and
Rich
wait
community,
until the
L.
wealthy had it first.
L. L.
Get wind of
This is a hard L. Morbius for the fashion industry. Morbius.
day or night.
Morbius every single day. It's so true. People are so excessive about this, man. Yo, million subs, yo. Is this a 1 million sub special, bro?
Around the same time, in a world unfamiliar to the luxurious life of a socialite, a rich culture of hip-hop, punk, and skateboarding was quickly being popularized amongst the youth.
The youth. The youth are starting to change. Hey, I know that MGMT song, bro. Dang, the editing on this is really good. I really like this. Yeah. Oh!
Quickly in middle
Dude, that was Monka TOS footage. Why'd they show that out of nowhere?
class communities of America, a
Ew.
new style of fashion would summarize the rebellious personality of a whole
Disgusting.
generation. It was
Foul.
here on the concrete floors of skate parks and in the increasingly popular
That's my
genre
boy.
of hip-hop that the world of streetwear was born.
I come from a
I mean, true.
generation of pain will murder his minor.
It's wild how much the 90s sort of influenced
Sparked by
everything.
graphic tees and Nike shoes, The youth couldn't care less about the going-ons of high fashion. To them,
Yeah. Was high
their
fashion.
Louis Vuitton, their
Yes.
Chanel and Christian Dior.
True.
And the absolute best part about all
Chat,
this,
I always say it, one in the chat if you're a casual wear lover. I like looking good, but the casual wear, there's like a fine line. There's like a mixture of where you want to hit in between that, and that's the biggest W in fashion
was that
right there.
everyone was
That's the
invited.
biggest W.
Men, women, people of color, the door for fashion was flung
I
wide
mean,
open,
true,
and
yeah,
all
and
you
it was
had to do
more, it was
walk in.
DeFi, it was decentralized. It was decentralized for everybody. Everyone was involved. Everyone could have a say. I agree.
But the thing was, in the early 2000s, if you even had the balls to put streetwear and fashion in the same sentence, you were laughed at. As far as the
Interesting.
gatekeepers were concerned,
That's so not the
graphic
case
tees and
now.
Nike shoes would never be high fashion.
True.
This was amateur.
And chat, you look at see what
Classless and
fashion is
unprofessional.
now, and it's so
So
wild.
billion-dollar industry or not,
It's so
the
wild.
generational obsession with Supreme and Bape didn't
Yeah.
really prove anything. Streetwear is completely different from the craftsmanship and quality of high fashion.
That music video
And
is
that was
so
that.
funny, bro. It's wild.
I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney, Nike, Google. And who's
Google?
gonna be the Medici family and
07,
stand
bro.
up and let me create more?
Google?
Or do you want to marginalize me till I'm out of my moment?
To
Google?
empower yourself and don't
It's really
need
just
them and
Google.
Do it yourself.
How,
In fact,
Sway?
you did take a few steps back.
You ain't got the answers.
The answers, man.
You ain't got the answers, chat.
You ain't got the.
Chat, do we got the
Best
answers?
zombies map of all time.
Trying to convince
I got
old
it.
You know they're
institutions to
Black Ops
change and see the new was frustrating. And at
Telling
times even
dinosaurs
felt
to change?
impossible.
No way.
So fast forward a couple of years to January 23rd, 2009, and a few streetwear pioneers figured that enough was enough and decided to infiltrate the most prestigious event in fashion, Paris Fashion Week.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
sometime during
I'm
the
curious to
event,
where he's leading
this
this.
photo was taken.
Oh,
That's Don
okay.
C on the left, Kanye in the middle.
So it's,
and
they're
Virgil
he's
in
basically
the
saying how this
all
was a
dressed
cultural
in
shift.
Rainbow peacock colors.
I'm understanding
At
now.
the time, they stuck out like a sore
Thank you, Zombie,
thumb
for the
and
100.
Almost looked silly, but what absolutely nobody could have predicted was what these men would do in the next decade.
True. True.
Since luxury brands still wouldn't budge, people like
at
Kanye
these
and Virgil
homies.
decided to build their own companies, using
Oh
the
my
same
gosh,
fabric
look at all
and
those
manufacturing
shoes.
houses as Louis Vuitton.
Yeah,
Only
it's
this
wild how much
was
of an
going to
influence
be
this man has
streetwear.
had. Yeah.
That was us sort of saying,
And
hey,
just
we
that
wanna
whole photo.
participate in this arena.
And with the popularization of Instagram, it felt like Off-White and Yeezy had finally made enough noise.
Dude,
The
it was
attention these
excessive when that was
quote-unquote
first coming
amateurs were
out, dude. It
getting
was wild.
was too much to ignore.
It was
And
wild.
In 2018, the impossible actually happened.
A University of Wisconsin-Madison graduate has been named Louis Vuitton's new men's
Dang.
Louis Vuitton? It's huge.
That's
They fucking
huge.
did it.
Yo, no way,
A
dude.
black man from Chicago.
I've never heard
one
it.
of the pioneers of a movement that was once.
I mean,
just
yeah, it's a
t-shirts and
huge deal.
sneakers,
It's so
was
crazy
now
to hear how
heading
much
the most
stuff has
valuable
happened.
Fashion brand in
That's
the
so
world.
monumental in the past 20, 30 years.
More. I want people to feel like it's okay to create and follow what their dreams are.
Amen.
Feel boxed
Amen,
in.
Kanye.
Feel like
Amen, baby.
it is possible.
Woo! I mean, he's spitting. This guy is spitting factuals right now. I agree. Put the power in the people's hands. That's what the internet does, which is really interesting. But also corporate, LOL. But yeah, I'm curious to see what his point is, though, here.
Today, the streetwear movement is in full effect, opening the gates to
True.
one of the most tightly sealed industries in the world.
It's definitely
But
more subjective
what does
now,
the
which
rise
I
of
like.
streetwear have anything to do with the future?
And it's
of
also
YouTube
how we
and
view
Casey
media.
Neistat?
It's not just on the TV anymore. It's not controlled.
Today's vlog is going to be about one thing and one thing only. Casey Neistat's Guide to Filmmaking.
YouTubers be like writing this shit down. Chat, one of the chat if you liked Casey Neistat's vlogs. I watched a lot of these back in the day. They were really good. So, I mean, I miss this version of YouTube. Chat, 2016 YouTube has got to be my favorite version of YouTube. Pre-Leafy, I think. That was just 2014, 2015, and 2016. Those were like the golden ages of YouTube, to be honest.
I don't know if you ever realized, But whenever Casey talks about his videos, he never calls
Story
them
is
YouTube videos.
integral.
But
Yes.
instead, always calls them movies.
Yes. Which is interesting because YouTube is going this route. It's like Hollywood
I
now.
Always questioning why he tried so hard to put his videos on such a high pedestal. Why call them movies? It's just.
I mean, they take
It's
forever
amateur,
to add it.
Unprofessional. and
It is like
nothing as
a movie.
classy
You're
as
trying to
Hollywood,
put so much effort into it.
right?
I mean, as a YouTuber, I know, chat. Editing some of my
Without a
videos,
doubt,
like
Casey
chat,
is
in the
one-
Z House, there were constantly days. A lot of people don't know about this, where I'd work on a video, editing a video, and I'd be editing it from sunrise to sundown all day, the whole day. And then some days I'd do that, and I wouldn't even finish the video. So it's like I get
one of the
that.
most influential
I totally
creators
understand
in the
that.
history of the platform.
You had paved the way for the wave of vlogging that was me, Jake.
By the way, do you know that Nas Daily started because of you?
Wow, chat. One of the chat, if you watch Nas Daily, dude. What? That's insane. His show now is huge. That's insane. Wow.
Copied his gear and
I did not know
imitated
that.
his crazy lifestyle.
Wow.
But out of all the things
He
we
makes
took
a lot
from
of
him,
very good
I feel like we
educational
missed out
videos.
on one of his greatest contributions. It took me so long to realize that what Virgil and Kanye did with fashion, Casey was single-handedly trying to do.
True. Casey did start a movement
And I
on
wanted
YouTube.
to test out one thing. What would happen if I sort of vlogged about my trip, but instead of talking into a camera, I used really precise cinematography? I wanted to figure out how to make something that felt a lot more like a movie every day.
Just think about it. Casey's vlogs are the original graphic tees and Nike sneakers.
Yeah.
Showing us that we don't need Hollywood and red cameras to tell powerful stories.
Amen,
All
dude.
we need
That's
are
why
our
TikTok
phones and
exists.
some good
The more
internet.
scuff, the
In
better.
our increasingly connected but polarized world, the creators are
Scuffed
the artists of our
content.
generation,
Scuffed content,
capable
baby.
of using
Let's
our
go.
platforms as a machine for empathy. The
Yes.
future of YouTube isn't spending more money on
I agree.
48-hour challenges.
It's not Mr.
making
Beast
faster
content. It's
The future
scuffed
of YouTube
content.
is going to be a generational awakening from
Yes.
the mindless hypnotic entertainment
Yes.
to finally start creating
Chat, the
powerful-
question is, who is going to change the meta from YouTube from Mr. Beast to something else, and how long will that take? I really wonder who's going to do it. It's going to be someone out of the blue. It's not going to be someone that you know, chat. It's not going to be me. It's not going to be someone I know. It's going to be some random homie. It's always like that.
stories that will connect and inspire diverse communities.
Yeah.
The future of YouTube is a merging of cinema and online video, where the youth will
I agree.
redefine what movies can be with vlogs and their shitty editing software.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe one day we can do what Virgil and Kanye did with fashion. Just as we see
I think it
streetwear
will
today,
happen
the
multiple
center
times
stage
on
of
YouTube
LV
because it
runways.
always does.
I wonder
It happens
what
like
an
once every
Oscar-winning
5 to
YouTube
10
video
years.
could look like. What stories would a democratized Hollywood produce?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think it'd be really fucking cool to try and find out.
They would be more organic.
Hey guys.
Great video.
Enjoyed the video.
Great video. Drake's in chat. Great video. Chat, do we watch the Actman video now made by Review Tech USA? I don't really understand the situation that's going on. So I'm like, bro, I think we just got to watch this. Let's get into it.
Time once again to talk about a tickled man.
What
It's time
the
to
heck
talk
is
about
this?
him Because
What the heck is this, man?
will never end, ever. And as long as there's stuff to talk about it, I'm going to talk about it. And today, the Actman
true.
dropped a social media nuke, and it's pretty nuts what's going on. If everything here is accurate, it's insane.
I'm
Let's
curious
get
to
into
hear
it.
what it
Skip
is.
it up and that up.
Let's skip it up.
So we know that the Actman's video on
What is
Quantum
happening?
TV, the world's most famous tickled man or infamous tickled man on YouTube,
I don't
was
understand
taken down
that
where
joke,
he
but maybe
proved
Chad
with
does.
irrefutable evidence that Quantum TV has on multiple occasions broke YouTube's terms of service.
Wait, so why
Again,
isn't YouTube going
people
back
make
at him?
mistakes. I'm not looking to see someone canceled, but Quantum TV is out of control. Like I said, I will repeat again. On
I'm so
at least
confused.
4 occasions, he has called me the equivalent of EDP 445.
Why?
And you know what he tried to
Wait,
do.
how is he getting away with this?
And he's saying that because I watch Wash's live streams. That's where he's
What?
getting that from. I'm a
Who is this person? Why are we giving him
That's the
attention?
kind of guy that Quantum TV is.
He broke TOS
So,
multiple times and is getting repercussions, but
Point
Actman is
being
getting
is
punished.
that's just a small thing compared
Actman
to
is
other
getting
things
punished
that
for
he
nothing?
has done And the Act Man proved it in his video that is now taken down. And it was taken down for violating YouTube's policy of nudity and sexual content.
What?
Apparently the cucumber, the poorly photoshopped cucumber on Quantum TV's face was too...
Chat, YouTube should not check out my videos. YouTube should not check out my videos.
Sexual for them? I didn't know that we were on a PG-only platform, but I guess that's where we're going to now, if that is the actual
Dude, it really is.
So
we just talked about this with that
is
last
the reason
video.
Why there was also other videos from the Act Man that were age restricted.
I wonder if YouTube will just become a website for kids, and then adult content might go somewhere else. I wonder if Google would ever do that. I wonder. I don't know, chat.
It obviously, his channel was being targeted. You don't have to be a detective to realize that is what is happening.
No way,
So
Sherlock
I talked
Holmes.
about that. That was breaking news.
I know,
yesterday.
YouTube Kids exists already. That's the weirdest
It's
thing,
getting
though.
even more interesting now. The Act Man just tweeted this today. I'm going to read it to you.
Let's see
And
this,
then
because
he
I
tweeted
don't know
talking
what the
to,
heck is going on.
Partner support over at YouTube.
Even though there's a channel
and
called Naked News where it's a
supposedly got
woman
some very
telling the
bad
news while
Anyway,
naked.
here we go. I'll read this all to you.
What is YouTube, bro?
After having some time to think, I don't believe Quantum TV is behind the recent removal of my video and demonetization.
Also, you can
of
just
other
get targeted
videos.
by people and
Nobody
get content
deserves to be condemned
taken down
under
all the
false
time. I've
charges,
had it happen to me.
even Quantum. I stand by every other accusation I have levied against him and firmly believe he needs to be removed from the
I mean,
platform.
yeah, if you're
Although
going
I
after
risked
the
my
people's
channel and my
content, I
life's work
agree.
of the past 7 years by saying this, it is not Quantum that is the problem. There is severe
Of course.
corruption happening at
Of course.
YouTube. That is my firm belief.
I
could not
no,
live with
it
myself.
is not a belief. Actman, I know. We know this, dude. One in the chat, if you know there's corruption. It's happening every single day, man. Like, look at the way the algorithm promotes people. It's just the way this site is now. And I only have a fear that it's going to get much worse. And I really don't know
If I do
how
not speak
we're
my
going
truth
to
on the matter, this is a
combat
gut
this.
feeling I have. My brother was doxxed during all this and harassed by a
Bruh.
mysterious phone number claiming to be Quantum, but was not him.
What?
That could be one of his trolls, or it could be him,
Why are
weaponizing
people
one of his trolls
such
to
virgins,
call
dude?
the Ackman's family.
That's
I continue to put my
disgusting.
family in jeopardy by fighting for justice that I believe in, and I cannot do it anymore. Today I will post what may likely be my last video on YouTube before I
Bruh.
am removed. Whether I am banned or
Wait,
not,
chat,
I
he's
must
not
take
banned though. We just went to his chat. So why does he think he's getting banned? I don't understand. Why does he think he's getting banned?
break from YouTube.
He also called his mother. What a loser.
I've had
bro.
time to reevaluate my priorities in life. I've spent the last 7 years working on the Act Man.
And his videos
I
are
think
great,
that
man. It's
time
gonna
I
be
work
so
on
sad if
Kelly
he
and
gets
Kelly's family.
taken out.
I hope there is a channel to come back to, but if there is not, then at the very least, I will have had the chance to
Wait,
say
chat,
goodbye.
who is Kelly? Is that his girlfriend or something? I don't know.
Please carry the torch of revolution in my absence.
His channel got
Continue fighting for a
demonetized? The
better
whole
YouTube.
channel?
Copyright abuse must not be tolerated. Hate speech must not be tolerated. Threatening children must not be tolerated. And all other community
Bruh.
guidelines Quantum has broken, none of it should be tolerated. Justice must be served. A dragon never yields.
Wow.
And then right after that, when I was literally getting ready to film this video, luckily something delayed me a little bit. The Act Man posted this. My YouTube partner just reached out to me to inform me that at some point I will be removed from the YouTube partner program and my channel will be completely demonetized. I'm going to continue working.
Why is YouTube not helping Actman? Why? What do they gain out of this? I don't understand why he's getting removed still.
with my partner on this matter. All video plans will be put on
Why is
hold.
YouTube not
If
listening?
you wish to
Why do they
share your
not care?
feedback and thoughts on this whole matter, please do so in a constructive, responsible
They
way.
gain by losing viewership, but that means less money for them. I'm so
I
confused.
hope something good is waiting
Why
for
is
me
YouTube being
and the
stupid
YouTube
here?
community at the
Why
end
is YouTube
of
doing this?
Yes, me too. I will say though, for the decade or so I've been doing this full time or close
makes
to a
no
decade,
sense
I mean
to me.
say. It's strange that
YouTube deleted an entire tweet only because they got ratioed by a news YouTube channel. Chat, YouTube is such an L, boys.
partner or someone for a YouTube rep would reach out and,
Dude,
and
like,
tell you
what is
usually
going
that you're
on?
going to be taken away from the part or removed from the partner program. Usually it's just happens. Doesn't matter who you are. You know, they're just like, it's just like, oh, hey, let me check my email. Oh, wait, I'm fired. That's
That's YouTube in 2022. Chat, no, literally, I laugh at that because I remember waking up in 2018 to like 200 copyright strikes to all my videos. And chat, I've shown you guys this before on my YouTube dashboard. So many of my old videos are completely demonetized and out of the algorithm solely because they have music playing in them. Like over 200 emails, chat. I don't even kid you. Like now it's probably over half of my content. Like now with my editors, I have to make sure that every single video doesn't get hit by YouTube's stupid DMCA system. But it is insane to see it go this down bad, where it's like YouTube is literally acting against a whole other popular YouTuber. I understand why everyone's pissed at YouTube. Big L's in chat for YouTube. They just refuse to make any tough decisions at all. Just help your content creators, man. Like, chat, you know what's the wildest thing? I've been on YouTube now for almost a whole decade, and there is literally zero way that I can get in contact with anyone from YouTube. Isn't that the craziest thing you've ever heard of? A YouTuber, an essential employee of the website, has zero contact to the platform. Why? I have more contact with people from Twitch than I do from YouTube, which makes literally no sense.
So it's interesting.
I don't
because
understand.
of the dialogue that Kelly had back and forth with YouTube. Maybe that's why they gave him the heads up. But like I said, usually that's just an email and see you later. It's been real.
Oh, I understand. Maybe Ahmed pissed off someone at YouTube and then now they don't want to help him and they're taking down his whole channel. That is also extremely corrupt. If that's a reality, that is disgusting.
That's how it's done. But the circumstances here all around are strange, and maybe that is the reason why he was notified.
Dude,
that
this
he
is
may be removed
foul.
from the partner
This
program.
is disgusting.
Look, it's interesting.
This is the
saying
worst
because
thing
I
I've
guess
seen
you could
from
say it's
YouTube.
biting the hand that feeds you.
This is
but
this is actually
I'm
the
not
number one
complaining
worst
what
thing.
YouTube has done for me throughout the years. I never thought this was going to be a job, and the fact that I get to entertain people, which I know is subjective.
I mean, I'm so grateful for it as well. But the fact of the matter is, chat, and it's the scariest thing, any day, chat, any of us YouTubers can just wake up and our entire existence for like the past 10 years, for me especially, could just be gone. It could just literally be gone. And it's happened to me already with the DMCA stuff, and it's probably going to happen multiple times again. So it's like, it is so sad to see this,
find me
man.
entertaining. Some of you don't. Every day for a living is
So
unreal.
sad to see
and
this.
there have been many directions that YouTube has went in the right direction with things and have made the platform better. This is not one of them.
I mean, true.
I don't know what the hell happened here, YouTube. I don't know what judgment calls were made for what reasons, but this isn't like a gray area. Well, Leah, you know,
It's literally just you're on the good list or you're on the bad list. That is YouTube.com.
Violate TOS here, or say some people
It's
to
very
harm themselves, or on
personalized.
multiple occasions on his
Not
Twitter account
well
that he had
made.
linked on his YouTube, where he said to do horrible things.
Google's
to
catering to the desires of
LGBTQ
social
community.
credit, quite literally.
This is a
That is
habit
such a great point.
Again and again and again and again and again and again that Quantum TV has. And I have no words as to why this outcome turned out the way it did. And it's pretty highly publicized at this point. And
this is disgusting.
It's not like this is a small
That's the
matter,
craziest thing, Hater. Quantum isn't even a company or a news site. It's made sense in the past with advertisers and crap, but this time they're choosing to defend a man who not only broke TOS, but is also very anti-LGBT. Dude, what the fuck? YouTube, what are you doing? Wake up! Wake on up out of your evil sleep. This is foul.
It's under YouTube's radar is my point.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone has to know about it. I can't even picture this not getting to like Susan Wojcicki's table.
Chat, is there something that we don't know about this situation? One in the chat if you think so, or two in the chat if you don't. I think there is, and I think that could be the communication that Actman had with somebody at YouTube.
Boy.
To be quite honest.
But the worst case scenario, I thought, is that, all right, they leave Quantum on the platform, which he doesn't realize he is one of the best comedians out there. Probably because he is such a narcissist. The things that he says is absolutely ridiculous. Fine, you don't want to take him off the platform, even with the heinous crap he said about me. Whatever. I'll call him out on his BS. Let him stay, even though I think he's a liability for the... My biggest concern, before I forget this, I know I'm kind of rambling right now. My biggest concern is that he's going to... Quantum TV is going to cause another adpocalypse. Now, especially because he feels that he is borderline invincible on the platform,
bro,
he's gonna go back to saying his crazy, stupid conspiracy theories. He's spouted the
chat. He's gonna be Leafy is here too. We are literally living through a cultural shift. Oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. That's so true. Chat, I'm literally putting myself at risk actually reacting to this content. I might not actually upload a video about this because I'm realizing I could just be his next target. That is foul.
Spouting, COVID conspiracy theories, saying downplaying it, and he's anti-vax and all that stuff.
Dude,
you don't think he's gonna go back to that YouTube, especially now that he feels super comfortable to do whatever the hell he wants without even a slap on the wrist? You don't think he's going to say insane stuff again? And what my biggest fear is that he's going to start saying this insane crap again. He will. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. He can't help but trip over himself. And then it's going to get to like the Wall Street Journal.
Oh my
YouTuber spouts insane conspiracy theories and in the past has said very anti-LGBTQ things. And YouTube, even with other content creators warning them about him, did nothing about it. And you know what's going to happen? Advertisers are gonna flee.
Yes, it's gonna happen
the platform
again.
In droves, worse than any.
Dude, I just realized that. That's so true. Chat, as soon as advertisers pull out, YouTube's just gonna go through another reformation. Oh my gosh, I just realized. Like, chat, literally, this could happen like today. Like, oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Any other adpocalypse ever? Like you thought
so
2017 was bad?
Yeah.
Quantum TV could cause one that's 10 times worse.
Literally.
So. Someone at YouTube needs to wake up and figure out what the hell is going on here, because not only did I not expect this outcome, this is like in the worst case scenario, I would have never expected any of this to happen.
I agree.
Something else is going on behind the scenes and it needs to be figured out. YouTube has done a lot for me, but I think being critical of the platform when it screws up is what helps it become better.
Same, and I'm always critical. I always try to give you guys my authentic viewpoint. And I know it might sound sometimes, chat, that I am too hateful, but like, chat, I miss OG YouTube. There was something so unique and creative, and anybody could be their own person and do their own thing. And now, chat, it's like the algorithm just like sucks everybody's soul. It literally does. There is nothing you can do to compete against the algorithm. Back in the day, man, in 2014, 2013, you were the algorithm. Like, I've had so many dumb videos in the past just go super viral just because that's the way that YouTube should have been, man. Not just this pump the Mr. Beast up, pump the Mr. Beast, pump the content.
Tech USA signing out.
It's so sad.
Have a good one.
And dude, this could even make it 110% worse. Wow. Well, I watched this video, and after watching this, I am now more scared than I am before.